got another live stream. Please share, subscribe, and let's get to it. America surrounded with the judgment of Allah God. Now, America is being divinely curtained. Her divine action have come. Now this is a time that you're going to have to get yourself right. Because no time going to pass with God. In the days of Noah, we seen it rained 40 days, 40 nights. People today are partying, drinking, going about their day. And see, when that cloud started to set, the clouds started to darken. And it rained and rained. That's as you see the Texas flood. Rain is just pouring significantly at a rapid pace. It's raining all through the town of Texas. See, they never seen rain like this. So the four great judgment that Allah God is bringing upon America, we see our rain, hail, snow, and earthquakes. We see them now covering all sides of America as the Holy Quran prophesies, curtain her on all her sides. And these judgments will push the people into the center of the country, and they will realize that it's Allah God who is bringing them and a country to a nothing. Now, Job even prophesies that Allah God has snow and ice to use as his weapons in the days of war and battle against this wicked of America. We hear and read in the newspaper today of how great hill-like little mountains of snow are pushing down from the north. Now only in the northern states of Minnesota, we see North and South Dakota, Montana. Now the snow is in the New England states, and they are declared to be disaster areas. And see, from these glaciers that's melting, is bringing the sea level up to a Fahrenheit that man never witnessed and seen in this time. So the announcer, a disaster of snow in the New England state, says that there had never been such great quantity of snow all up and down the coast to the Carolinas. The rain takes up where the snow leaves off. All around the southern borders of America, storms are raging. There are tornadoes and heavy rains, and more storms on the way, one right after another. In the north and far west and the east, America is surrounded with the judgment of Allah God. There are earthquakes and the seas is raging. The Pacific Ocean is now angry and raging and tossing up waves as never before. Now, my brothers and sisters, I want to say, why should these things hit America? Because the revelation teach you why. It is because America is filled with devils and have such unclean person living here. in America. That is true. Under hateful birds, we see every filthy, shameless, wicked person comes there for a haven, where he can do any wickedness he wants to do, and a country opens and welcomes that type of person. See, America offers the most lewdness of characters to come out of Europe to make themselves at home here. You see, as we see the few little Muslims, the name Muslim means those who have submitted to the will of Allah, God, and how the enemy hates us and seeks to do all evil he possibly can against us by falsehood. These are not the days of Noah, Lot, and Abraham, nor are these the days of Moses. See, these are new times. See, the enemy does not get away in punishing the righteous just because he hates us now. Just because he hates us today, they cannot get away. And they won't get away. Because you know why? As much as they killed us, brothers, as much as they went after our children, God is killing their children and making example. Now, should no one feel no sympathy for what white America has done? Because white America is wicked today beyond your and my imagination. See, just as they kill children, see, God is killing your children to make you think this over. God is not playing. We serve a wonderful counselor. God ain't forgot about what they did. You seen children is going missing. So you gotta understand, brothers. God is coming in the midst of time. They ain't seen nothing yet. They're just getting a glimpse. See, she about to get the full dose of God's wrath. So Allah, the God of righteousness, is with us. He just laughed at those who tried to fight against him. He had destroyed a whole nation with less than the power of rain, hail, snow, and earthquakes. The Holy Quran has the record of people even being destroyed. Allah God does not have to have something great. Does not have to go to work and get a black arm or a mountain and throw it on him. He used that which is with you against you. See, the force of nature are great weapons as we see them in play upon America. Storm after storm of snow and ice are rolling in from the north and are pushing great drift that are just covering up everything. What can you do with a God like that? See, Job prophesies that Allah God has his weapons stored up to use in the days of battle and war with the wicked. He just take some snow and cover them up. The Holy Quran says that Allah God destroyed people with just cold wind. He froze them. Do you think that you can get away with fighting Allah? God, no wonder second Psalm says that he would sit in the heaven and laugh at those who are trying to fight against him. He'll have you crazy. It is true. See, God will sit in the heaven and he shall laugh. He'll have them in humiliation. It is true. See, he's coming to take back what is his. They got to understand what's at stake. Much, brothers, as they planning a scheme, God too is planning a scheme. Much as children is missing here in America, God is going after their children. See, the God we serve, he has real physical eyes and ears. He's capable of listening and seeing what they say and what they doing. See, we serve an active God, sharper than any double-edged sword. So now America will have to eat and help herself to the desert that she has prepared for us. Now, you eat it, America, because all praises are due to Allah God, who came in a person of Master Fala Muhammad. See, we went to Alabama and to any states that we go to buy a high price per acre of land that our father labor has already brought for us. Now he wants to kill us if we act humble and peaceful and want to buy back some of our labors. See, I laugh at some of these things that we hear coming out of Alabama, not only in Alabama, but in other states in the Union. They do not know the time in which they are living. See, the right race, they don't know the time in which they are living now. See, Allah God's well able to take this country from you and give it to whom he pleases. It's in your Bible. Read it for yourself. He took the country from the wicked and gave it to whom he pleases, those who will bring people into righteousness. Now, America, you see, is surrounded with the judgment of Allah. We see this four-grade judgment of rain, hail, snow, earthquakes, and the confusion and the head of states now. Now, I want to tell you, you're not getting the help of FEMA. They know how serious this thing is, y'all. They know how serious the Most High God is not playing with these people. They're not getting the help of FEMA. They're not getting any. See, they cutting out all this. They cutting out all this because they know the time is here. They know a gradual time is coming. Something gradually is approaching. They know their time has come. This is how the devil play. When he know his time is here, when he know, brothers, his time is limited. Expect the devil is going to tighten up things, man. Because his time is short. They can't reign no more. They can't subdue the land anymore, y'all. The land's out there reach. See, this is why I say to you, man, when Lewinsky say, y'all have nice oceans, fresh water, this is what he was talking about. This is what Lewinsky was talking about. We have every conflict. Every country, states have conflict, wars. So you seeing this, man. People are seeing this. America, they ain't got to do nothing here to America. But they seeing with their own eyes. Because the word says you shall see this with your own eyes, and says great is the Lord beyond the borders of Israel. So you gotta understand, foundations is being swept through flooding. They ain't never seen nothing like this. So the four great judgment of America, to be pledged with too much rain, will destroy properties and lives now. To be pledged with too much rain will destroy property and lives. You know, we see too much rain will swell the rivers and creeks. Too much rain floods cities and towns. We see large bodies of water at the ocean shoreline will be made to swell with unusual highways, dumping billions of tons of water over the Nile sea shoreline. Rain destroy properties and kill cattle by drowning them in low lands. Rain destroy the high places of victorious beasts, reptiles, bringing them out, fighting small towns and people homes and farms. Rain weakens, destroy railroads, truck lines, bridges, and bridges. Rain undermines foundation all types of buildings. Rain makes the atmosphere too heavy with moisture, causing sickness. Wind with rain can bring destruction to towns and cities, bringing germs, causing sickness to the people. You see, only brothers, only if these people understand of what they doing. You see, the rain, you see, is going to cause destruction to all cities and towns. See, and they can't have FEMA to save you because they know they're running out of time here. They know a time has been limited. The time has been cut out, y'all. And time's going to get worse. The more evil you do, the more times it's going to be rough on you. See, the more lying you're doing, the more wicked things you're doing, the more your time is going to continue to be short. So we see rain destroy properties and kill cattle by drowning them in lowlands. See, rain will destroy the hiding places of victorious beasts, reptiles, bringing them out, fighting small towns and people homes and farms. Rain weakens and destroy railroads, truck lines, bridges, and bridges. See, rain undermines foundation of all types of buildings. Rain makes the atmosphere too heavy with moisture, causing sickness. Wind with rain can bring destruction to towns and cities, bringing germs, we see, causing sickness to the people. Produce unclean water by the swelling stream and destroying the pure drinking water used for the health of the people. Rain is a destructive army with itself. Hailstorms are also property and life destroyers. Snow is the most dreaded pledge when it comes in great drift from 5 to 35 feet. It bears your property and life. It destroys your highways, your cities, and your gravel towns and cities. It put a burden of expense upon the cities. It put a burden of expense upon the cities to repair it. The cage in or roofs of homes, we see the cutting off of homes, the cutting off of transportation, isolation areas bring about the starvation. Communication is destroyed with the icing of the communication wires. See, snow looks pretty because of its clean look, but we see almost everything in nature is beautiful, but it can be turned into death and destruction against man. Snow is prophesied to be one of the weapons that God will use against this wicked white America. We see Job 38:22 and 23. Hell also is mentioned in the same two verses, where God plainly tells us that He has preserved it against this time of trouble, against this day of battle and war. Holy Quran also teaches us that God used snow, rain, wind, hail, earthquakes, fire against former wicked people. Is white America any better than the people who read about in the history that God destroys? No, see, it's not as good. These people was not as wicked as American people. See, earthquakes can destroy towns and cities instantly. See, America is in the grip of divine judgment. America is in a position towards a one slave, so-called nigger, as Pharaoh was with Israel as his slave. He is in this position because we see this injustice today done to the American so-called nigger slave brought to America over 400 years ago and refused to let them go free. It only said that you are free, knowing within that you are not able to leave them without anything. But the injustice continued to increase. Now they plan death now. So this God was predicted by the prophet to come to the defense of these people, the so-called in the last days, after they served the enemy for 400 years. See, God is coming in the defense now. See, God will defend for us. See, God is telling you don't have mercy for a people that don't have the best interest for you. See, I want to say this to you because, you know, they don't tell you children is missing. They don't tell you how they killed our black children in the lynching days. They don't tell you what was going on over there in Central Florida, how they will donate black organs. They don't tell you this. So why should you have sympathy when God is coming in their neck or their woods, coming to make an example of you? God is children is going missing throughout America. God is bringing an example that you lose your children's children's. You gotta understand, they'll lose their children's children. And see, this will get them something to think about. Because this is how God comes. See, brothers, you gotta understand, we serve a wonderful counselor. See, they don't get away and persecuting you, mistreating you. See, the oppressors don't get away. See, they know what's at stake. But the question I have is, what are they going to do when time is running out? When climate change is really getting out of control? See, America is falling. And the Bible declared to Abraham in Genesis that God will judge the people to whom his people Abraham had been in bondage. This does not mean Israel. This means this present black people. We see the members of the black nation who are filling the prophecy. God in the person of Master Fard Muhammad will not be defeated. We see the more evil, deceiving, tricking, making false promises. The American so-called and the only increase America divine chastisement and doom. You see, the more evil, y'all, the more lying they do, the more they take things from you, the more God is coming to bring destruction on this nation. See, America knows that her trouble lies in her mistreatment of this black man, the so-called nickel. But she is too wicked to give up tricking the nickel and deceive him on false promises. You just cannot stop. The opportunity is to open, and she thinks that there is no one to hinder her. But God has chosen us to be his people. And he delighted in fighting his enemy, according to the history of the former people. He delighted himself by going forth against them when they extended the limit. So it is with America. They must be separate. America would not agree to see the Negro separate from her until she has suffered divine punishment as Pharaoh suffered. See, they're not going to agree. See, so they see the whole final judgment. So they see all the pledge like Pharaoh seen. That's when they're going to realize, let these people go now. So they're going to realize that God is fighting for us in the defense. And see, what God fight for us, there's nothing, brothers and sisters, that they can do that he's going to fight for us. So it says the same things that other evil nations suffered before them is now coming upon his people, we see. See, seek to keep her slave robbed of opportunity and wealth. See, you don't have an opportunity because she seeks to rob you of all the opportunity that you're supposed to have. Why you think that they taking public assistance, WRIT, STAMP, Medicare, you know, grant funding programs? Just think of what they doing. They want to put this chip in you so they can move you, control you, keep tab. See, Satan want to keep a tab on you. Don't be surprised we get the mandate coming and they want to chip us, man. Microchip you to keep tab with you. See, when it comes to America, she offered the same little favor to help her work against their own people, the black people. But they too would suffer along with this enemy of justice of the poor, so-called nigga. So we got black politicians with such position, such black people with such position from a race whose time has come. See, when you step in such position for a little perishable dollars that you know that a race time have come. See, some of you was such position from a race whose time have come to a very end. You see, we must be separate. We see envy, hatred are going between the two people. Regardless, my brothers and sisters, of their preaching of this social integration. The truth must come out. See, what's better than a program you have found you two whites and blacks cannot get along, since we was never able to get along? Do you know why white America is in agreement with separation? Do you know why? Because old foolish black people seek some of this earth that you can call your own. Ask the government of America for a portion, which we well deserve. Now, I'll get ready to close this. Let's think about all the trouble she and put you through. Let's think about all the time you've been here and she and put you through this trouble. And now they want to put the world in more and more and more trouble. If they not sooner or later going to bring out the vaccine to microchip you, to keep tabs on. That's what Satan wants. He's gonna want to pull a tab on you to feel he still have power here. But their time is very limited, very short, for them to do such a thing in a very short time. You know, crafty fellow Satan is. In his trickology, he's going to use many tactics. They know their time is here. They know prophecy been written, and they know their time is up. See, a decision is here. Think you got long? A lot of us think that we have long, that we'll make the most careless mistake, because you don't have long to decide. You see, in the day of Noah, you see, in the day of Lot, so shall it be in the coming day of the Son of Man.